do what we do every time we get started. Welcome to Darlaina Rose, Planting Seeds with Darlaina Rose, the web series, 100 Women, 100 Interviews. I'm going on to my Facebook page and turning the page public so that those of you who are watching there will be able to post your comments there. So let me do that. I hope everyone has had an amazing, what day of the week is it? Thursday? Thursday, right? Yes. Okay, let's edit privacy. It is now public. You guys can now leave your messages. Now we're going to go over to IG and get my guest. I'm not sure if she will be able to join us on here or not, but if she can't, you're just going to have to pop over to IG so that you can see her. Let's see, checking connection. All right, there we are. So let me send her invites. Christelle, there she is. So request is sent. So she should be popping on momentarily. Hello. Oh, she's there. Crystal West, there you are. I sent you a invite, so just jump on the invite. And we should be able to see Bridget in the building. Hey, Bridget. Yo, Bridget be out here. Bridget, like, I'm not playing. Whatever y'all doing, I'm out here. I'm not going nowhere. So, yes, Bridget, thank you for being here, Queen. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for those who are watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, which is Twitter. You guys know Periscope is still popping. I hope you know. I am so excited to be here. So many great things are going on in my world. I can't even begin to tell you. And if you absolutely love what you are seeing or hearing in the interview, don't forget to drop your roses in the comments to let us know. Drop those roses. We need those roses dropped. Let's see. Crystal, send me, hey, Miss Joseph, Suzanne Joseph, been on all of these lives as well. Thank you so much for being here. I checked you out too, Queen. We might need to talk to you about having you on as well. I see you doing some big things. So let's talk about that, because we would love to have you on to talk about in the bottom of your screen. You'll see a thing that says request to join. I'm going to send you another one. Hold on. And then, hold on. Why does it not let me pick you? Hold on. I'm trying to send Crystal the regular invite. It won't let me pick it. Hold on. You know, it's always when you are getting started, it's always something. When you log in, Crystal, log in and log out. And when you log back, when you come back onto the live, it should say request to join. So send a request to join, and I should be able to add you that way, because for some reason, as technology does from time to time, it fights us and doesn't allow us to do what we're doing. So try that, and then we should be able to get you on. But so many great things are happening. I'm about to launch my 6-week emotional healing course. I'm so excited because it's almost finished. We about to get right. Y'all ready to get right? It's about to be right. So drop your comments, your questions, all of that that you may have, and we'll get your questions answered as well. We got Christelle coming up in a moment. She should be able to join us very shortly. Let me see. I don't know why it says she's unable to join. I don't know. Instagram needs refreshing sometimes. Yes, try to refresh your Instagram. Maybe you need an update or something. Double check that. Bridget said, hey, Queen Z. Oh, you see her. Okay. Gotcha. We are doing some amazing things in this market. You guys, just be ready because it is about to be amazing. So just hold on to your seats. I can't wait. For real. So I am uber excited for the next. So this is episode 10. Episode 10. And I am excited to do 90 more days. 90 more days. 90 more days online every day, 7 p.m. 90 more days. Let me try to get her. It's not allowing me to join. Why? I don't know why. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to get it together. We're going to get it together. Tell her she better grab one of those kids' phones who got Instagram and come on with them. Oh my goodness. I am just excited to talk to Chris. No, I'm sorry. We changed her name. Her name is Christelle. Christelle, let's go. Hold on, y'all. She probably running around the house trying to find somebody's phone to hop on. So that she don't worry, we ain't gonna let her get off until we ask her all the questions. And so until she tells us everything that she's doing, we ain't gonna let her go until she do it all. So trust me, don't stress, don't worry. We gonna get her here and we gonna handle everything we need to handle. It's warm. It's a little warm right here. But yes, so 90 more days. You guys are going to be so impressed with the women that we are going to be talking to. They come from all walks of life. This week I booked a comedian. Oh my goodness, a comedian, a lawyer. Who else is on the list? Comedian, lawyer, actress, photographer. Just women from all walks of life doing amazing things, all who are approachable, all who are hireable in whatever genres they're in. So can you imagine, like this? There's sometimes, part of the reason why I wanted to do this web series is because I really wanted to showcase and introduce my friends that are doing amazing things. And it didn't matter if they had a large following or not. It just mattered that they're doing something great. So I wanted my network to meet them. And so that's what it's all about. My network, meeting my friends, doing amazing things. And then, as we grow even more, like I want to know who your friends are. So your friends that are doing amazing things. So feel free to nominate some woman that's doing something amazing. Doesn't matter if she's top of the totem pole yet or not. It just matters that she's doing something amazing. So absolutely that. So I got my team in the background trying to get Christelle on here. So we're just going to talk to each other until we get them on. I tell you all of the great things that are happening. We're going to be in Miami for Mother's Day, for a whole Mother's Day week of mom stuff, like a whole mom summit, all about moms. And we're planning some really fun things. So make sure that you are tapped in with us so that you can get the invite to that. What's happening?
She's just updating her Instagram.
Okay, so she's updating her Instagram, and we should be able to get her on very shortly. Yes, women, we are mothers, we are wives, we are sisters, we are aunties, we are everything. It's Women's History Month, but it is Women's Month, Women's Day every day, because the world does not revolve without us. That part. Right? The world just doesn't. It doesn't revolve without us, and it can't revolve without us. And so as you are sitting and listening, if there's a woman that you think that we should showcase, by all means, DM me, let me know. I don't want to leave no stone unturned over these next 100 days, and I'll let y'all in on the secret. After we do 100 days of women, we're going to do 100 days of men too. You know why? Because it's a lot of great men out there doing amazing things too. So somewhere around Father's Day, we're going to start 100 men too. 100 men, 100 women, 100 amazing people. And so if you know of a man or a woman that should be showcased and shared, by all means, please, please, please do not hesitate to let us know. And let me see if she's updated yet, let's say. Right, Bridge? That's going to be amazing, right? Okay, there we go. I sent her the request. It let me send it. So let's see if she can get on now.
Oh my gosh.
She did it. Welcome, Christelle, in the building.
Hey,
How are you?
Amazing, right? Huh?
Uh-oh, we got a little bit of feedback. Do you have your laptop on too?
Get on. Let me turn my laptop off. You can hear yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
So mute your laptop.
There we go.
All right. So we have our guests for tonight. I'm so excited to
What's
see.
happening?
Oh my goodness. I am so excited for you to be here. This lady right here, y'all. This is my go-to lady. So before I say anything and start asking her questions, I got her bio right here. Short and sweet. I'm going to just read it because I don't want to mess it up. Okay. So we have Miss Christelle. And just know we changed her name when we were together in LA because she got all of that. All that good juju. So Christelle is a mother, an author, a success coach, an entrepreneur, born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, is a woman born again as her true self, a woman of strength, enlightenment, and courage and wisdom. Christelle's mission is to empower you by promoting a healthy relationship with yourself. That relationship is the prerequisite for your journey to becoming your true self. And to learn more, we about to have a whole conversation.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. Crystal, how are you feeling, Christelle? How are you feeling?
Amazing. Thank you for having me tonight. I'm excited to be with the Queen Mother, Darlaina Rose.
I'll accept that.
Yeah, accept it.
I accept that. There was a time in my life where I maybe not would have, but I definitely accept it. So yes, Christelle. Look at Bridget, Christelle. So I'm so happy for you to be here. It is Women's Month, so we are talking about everything woman. Even though we know it is Women's Day, Women's Year, Women's Week, Women's everything, because the world does not revolve without us.
That's
so
right.
We'll accept this little Women's Month, Women's Day thing that they're giving us, but we know that this is an everyday, all day thing. So when you think about women and women in general, is there a woman that inspires you and why?
Boy, there's several. There is several. So
Yes.
There was one that I would talk about. I probably would talk about my mom.
Yeah.
She definitely inspires me and has inspired me. She's always lived a selfless life. She has always loved. She has always went above and beyond to be there for other people. So she is the epitome of love and what love looks like in the form of a human being. Like when you see her, you're going to experience love. And so we know love is what rules the world.
Absolutely.
Well, supposed to anyway. We're working to get there.
We're working to get there. We are definitely working to get there for sure.
We're working to get there.
Yes. Can you tell me, what is your favorite thing about being a woman?
Ooh, just one?
No, you can let us know. Tell us what it is. Tell us what it be like.
Hey, listen, my favorite thing about being a woman is that, like, I ain't gonna say I can be, I have been, every woman.
Yes.
Right? So I can show up in any shape, form, or fashion. You know, I mean, you know, being a woman, you can be anything that you want to be, right?
Yes.
And I think my most favorite thing about being a woman is that I can take a word, a seed, receive it, and reproduce after whatever word seed that I receive, right?
Yes.
So I can receive seed from a man, I can receive word seed, you know, but whatever it is that I receive, I have the ability to reproduce.
Absolutely. Oh my God.
Yes. I'm very fertile over here.
I got it.
As long as your words, and look, as long as your words filled with faith, don't be shooting black, don't be playing them. You know, I'm just saying.
That's one of the things I love about you, because when you talk, you speak in such metaphors that seem one way, but you always bring them around. And we're going to talk about that. Are there? Can you tell me what you think the good qualities are of a person that is in a position of leadership, man or woman?
Absolutely. Having the ability to be transparent. You know, for me, leadership is all about being transparent, right? You can take somebody somewhere you haven't been. So to me, a great leader is somebody who's not afraid to show you where they come from and how they got to where they, you know, to where they're at. Yes. You know, so leadership, being able to listen, understand, not listen to respond, you know, great leadership skills, you know, the ability to connect, you know, not just, you know, physically, but spiritually being able to connect, you know, to know where a person is, regardless of what they say. So being in tune with themselves, they can be in tune with others. Absolutely. And so leadership to me also is dissolving the duality, that there is a me and a you know. Now let's dissolve. A great leader understands that we all one and they operate from that place. So I'm going to take care of you because you are me. And so for me, that's great leadership.
Absolutely. Are there any assumptions about women that you would like to change, and why?
Yeah, we got to be strong for everybody. Who told us that?
I don't know.
Who told us that we had to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders? That is, like, if I can help women to understand that you don't have to be you don't have to show up, you don't have to be strong all the time, that it's okay to not be strong. It's okay, you know, even there's a scripture that says that in my weakness, you know, that is when God's strength is made perfect. So that's an indication that I'm going to have moments. Yes. I'm going to have moments, and it's okay to have those moments. So if anything, is to the women is to say, who told you had to be strong? And you don't have to continue believing that lie.
Yes.
Like, for real. Yes.
I think you the one told me that. I think you. Go ahead.
And 9 times out of 10, though, Darlaina, it was mirror talk. I was talking to you, but I was talking to myself. See, great leadership knows that as they get a word, it's also supposed to always get it, right?
Absolutely.
So if I told you that, I probably needed to hear myself. No, probably I needed to hear myself. So thank you for showing up and reflecting back to me what it was that I needed in that moment. I didn't even know I needed it, but you showed up and helped me to see it.
You know, and that's part of the things that's so impressive to me about you, because you come up with these things that, if I'm talking to you, that's reflected back on me. You know, some of the words I remember, you was talking about STDs, but the STDs that you was talking about wasn't sexually transmitted disease. Can you tell people about these STDs that you was talking about?
STDs, spiritually transmitted disease.
Yes.
You know, spiritually, you can do spiritually sexually transmitted disease, spiritually transmitted demons, whatever it is that you want it to mean. And so sexuality and spirituality, go hand in hand. And so many times we allow people into our intimate space. We don't protect or guard our hearts. And then we walk away with an STD. We walk away with a spiritually transmitted, and then we got dis-ease in our spirit. And then because we infected, we can't produce nothing. And it's because they was infected when you receive the seed from them. So it is in the natural, it is in the spirit. If you lay with a man or a man lays with a woman and they are infected, they're going to transfer their infection to the other. Well, it's the same thing with energy. And so we have to be careful, put your body condom on, for real. Like, yes. Protect yourself. Yes. Make sure that, in the Bible, it says, put on the whole armor of God. But, I like to make it relative. The world is so sexualized now, so they understand sex talk. So when I say put a body condom on, I'm just simply saying protect yourself, guard your heart. Don't let any and everybody speak into your life, because you don't want to get a spiritually transmitted disease.
Yes.
That's not what we desire. That's not what we're looking for. That's not what we want, right? No. We don't need no infections.
That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Y'all hear that Michigan come out? That's not what we want. It's not. Or is that Michigan sprinkle with a little bit of Texas? It's not what we want.
She said, wrap it up. That's it.
Wrap it up.
Don't be coming over here trying to penetrate my consciousness with your words and they infected.
Yes. Ooh, we don't need no infected words. Keep those infected words over there. Over there.
That's right.
When you think about, where we are in the world and how the world is sexualized, and they understand that, what do you think is going to be the biggest obstacles for the generation of women coming behind you?
What I would say, and what I believe and really feel like deep in my soul, Darlaina, is that the generation to come behind us, if we do our work, we'll blaze the trail for them, so it'll be a whole lot easier. The consciousness and awareness that we have come into, is for a purpose and a reason. So the generation to come behind us, like I have a daughter,
yes.
And I can honestly say the result of doing my work. Although she's a generation behind me, what I am seeing is that the cycle that was handed down is now being reversed. And so I took the self-love journey. It's not enough for you to tell your kid or your children to act and do a particular type of thing. The same way they saw and heard and was programmed subconsciously to conduct themselves a particular type of way, they got to see and hear something different in order for that programming to change. Yes. The generation to follow us, for me, that's on my shoulders. That's on my shoulders. I take full responsibility that I deal with the generations before me did. But here's the thing, I don't have to continue doing that. I can choose to do things different because I'm concerned about the generation that comes behind me.
Absolutely.
So I think it's on us.
Yeah.
It's on us. Like our daughters, our granddaughters, they got to see something different. They should not, each generation is supposed to exceed the last.
Yes.
So if we're still doing what mama and them did, we're going to keep get what mom and them always got, and then do the same thing. So if we're going to hand down generational health and generational wealth, then we as women have to get our mind right.
Yes.
Because that's where change starts. It starts in our thinking. So we change our thinking, we can change our course, and then we can show our children something different. So I just believe that if we do our work, they won't have these issues that we have.
Oh my goodness, I am so much in agreement of that. When I think about my grandchildren and what I do with them and all of that, shows of themselves. It's not just always about showing them other things. It's just showing them what they have and who they are. Generational healing. We are, in the work that I do, sometimes I find people who are carrying ancestral baggage that doesn't even belong to them. And so we get to clean all that up. So Crystal, tell us about you and who you are and what your work in the world is, please.
Well, I am Christelle, and I changed my name because, when we talk about women, first and foremost, nothing is birthed except it comes through a woman, right?
Yes.
And so because I took the time to do my work, I experienced a virtuous birth. I mean, it wasn't no man that was involved. It was just my masculine and my feminine energy coming into alignment and giving birth to the truth of who God created me to be. And guess what? Like our children, we get to name them. Well, I just named myself. So I am Christ L, the resurrected Christ.
Yes, yes.
I get to name myself, right?
Yes.
And so I am an author. I am a spiritual coach. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a mother. I love what I do, you know, and my impact in the world is to help people walk out of trauma, childhood trauma. Most of us are stuck in childhood trauma and don't even know it. Like the conversations that need to be had are the conversations that they told us not to talk about. You know, so I am the one that's going to come in and say, no, use your voice, your words, your feelings, your emotions. They're valid. They're yours. Let me hear them. Give a little girl in you a voice. She needs to be heard. She wants to be free. You know, so I'm that one that's going to show up and assist individuals in walking out of that dark place into the light and the truth of who God created them to be. And so 2-time published author. First book I wrote is The Journey Back to Me. Uncovering the Treasure Within, and this one is all about me uncovering the lies so that I can find the truth. And the lies that I'm speaking of is when you talked about generational, ancestral things that's been handed down. My mother and father could only reproduce who and what they are. If you plant an apple seed, you're going to get an apple tree, right?
Yes.
They could only reproduce who and what they were. So I had to die to the seed of my mother and my father, so that I can be birthed as the seed of love of who God created me to be. And so that seed was covered up under a lot of lies, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of stuff that was handed down. So I had to uncover those lies to get to the truth. There was the treasure within.
I love it. I love it.
Is love. And so that's the first one. The second one is Exhale to Exhale, the journey to my healing. And that one is all about developing a healthy, happy relationship with yourself. So many people understand relationship on an external place, but until you really create that happy, healthy relationship with yourself, your external relationships are going to reflect back to you the inconsistency, the deception, the disloyalty, the lack of support that you give yourself. And that's just to name a few. And so I took the journey to becoming what it is that I want to attract. And that was the journey to my healing. I had to release all of the toxic, divorce the story, it's energy. Some of us don't even realize we're still married to who our mama and daddy, you know, were. We're still married energetically to the story. Some people call it soul ties, you know, but so it is in the natural, it is in the spirit. Darlaina, when you gave birth to your daughter, they had to cut the cord in order for the separation to take place. And so there's a lot of mind attachments that we have to people, situations, titles, circumstances that we're attached to. And it's not until you cut those cords that you're able to be birthed into who God created you to be. And so that's who Crystal West is, or Christelle. Let me go back. See, I forgot my name right quick.
That's who Christelle is. That's
who Christelle is. I am the one that is going to help you gather the pieces and put them together so that you can live the happy, healthy, whole life that you desire and that you can break the cycles. You were created to break the cycle. That's why you're here. And so I want to be the one to help you, assist you to cut those mind attachments. Yes. Those mind attachments hold us and weigh us down, matters of the heart. They're heavy. And so those cords have to be cut in order for you to ascend and operate in the truth of who God created you to be. And so that's just kind of me to sum it up, you know.
That was a excellent summary. You know, when I think about that, I think about how many people need that type of work, need somebody that's going to allow them to use their voices. We have been told so many times, we're not supposed to talk about it. What they did, who did. No, don't tell nobody. If you tell, it's going to mess the family up. Don't tell. And so many people are living in that don't tell place. And those don't tell places are running algorithms in people's lives that are stopping them from living their best life. And so it is so important to have people like you in the world that will help you with this healing, helping you to get back to your true self. When somebody is looking for someone like you, how do they find you? Where can they find you at?
All right, so my website is www.crystal, and that's Christ, L, CHRISTEL, West, WEST.com. That is my website. You can go on there, book a session, buy some books, buy some t-shirts. My t-shirt line actually just kind of have a shirt on today that says I choose me. I was waiting for other people to choose me, but I had to choose myself. And so my t-shirts tell my story. And so you can go on there, you can book, you can get product, whatever it is that you are looking for, it's available. Go to the website. You can also follow me here on Instagram, and that's Crystal West _ On Facebook, it is Christelle. And then I'm connected to this multi-billionaire, Darlaina Rose. So 9 times out of 10, if you see her, you're going to see me. But if you don't see me, I'm going to be far behind. We're rocking this thing out together.
Yes, look at Z.
The current.
Yeah. What's the current that creates the currency, right?
I am the current that creates the currency. You are the current that creates the currency.
What she tells
you got to move up the blockages so the energy can flow.
Yeah, Crystal,
money is nothing but energy, Darlaina. That's it.
I know. Crystal said to me not too long ago, she said, chase the bag. You are the bag. So the only person I'm chasing is me.
Yeah, and if you're chasing it, that means it's running away from you.
Yeah, so we're not doing that. So I'm surprised we got through all of the questions so fast. You're so eloquent in speaking. Like, how can somebody who wants to support your work, can you please drop your Cash App if somebody just says, I see this entrepreneur out here doing what she needs to do, and if somebody wants to seed into you, can you please tell them how they can do so?
Yes, I just did. $, Christelle, 1111.
Of course, 1111. Come through 1111. We are so grateful for you. I mean, it's so. I'm trying to think. Like you have said so many things that I am so amazed by. Like dying to your old self to be born again. Can you elaborate on that part a little bit before we let you go?
Oh, yes, for sure. Okay, so the book that I'm working on now is Divorce the Story, Marry Your Truth. So energetically, I was married to the story of not being enough, people taking advantage of me, people using me, the story we tell, the blame game, right? So energetically, I kept creating the same story, right? But here's the thing, different characters were showing up. So it's like the story was changing, but energetically, it was the same story playing out over and over and over again. So I had to die to the story, right? And so I like to talk about it, in terms of giving a visual. When you think about a woman or a man who's on life support, that means it's something that's connected to them that's causing them to live. And so a lot of the clients that I coach, I have to tell them to pull the plug. Because when you pull the plug, then that's the mind attachments no longer connected to the support that was giving you the life to live this limited life. Because as long as we're attached to things and people and situations and circumstance, that provides a limited life. When you think about somebody who is holding on to something and not letting go, that blocks the current.
Yes.
So when we release these attachments, it causes the current to flow. And so I had to die to all of the mind attachments that I created as a result of childhood trauma, as a result of daddy issues, as a result of mama issues, as a result of family talk about me. I had to let go of all the mind attachments because they were causing blockages that would not allow, me to operate completely and totally in purpose. And not only that, I was broke and broken. My confidence, my self-worth was connected to my net worth. Right. So if I feel broke, then I'm probably going to be broke, right? Yeah. Now, there's some people out here who are hustlers and go-getters, and they can operate and make it happen, head knowledge, right? But they're still limited. I don't want to live a limited life. I want to live an unlimited life. So if I want to live an unlimited life, then I have to take the limits off, which is I have to release the attachment. So I had to die to who the world said I was, which was who my mother named me, which was Crystal.
Yeah.
She had to die. She was an actress. She had to die. And she didn't get no Grammy and she didn't get no Emmy either. You hear me? I showed up for everybody and put on the show. But guess what? I didn't get no reward. All people did was take from me. It was a limited, unfulfilled life because I was serving from a deficit. I was serving from an empty cup. I did not have it to give. And so when I learned to give it to myself, I learned to quit looking to other people to give me what it is that I was desiring. I began to create a different current. I began to create a current that wasn't limited. It was unlimited. Do I struggle? Yes, because I'm in this fleshly body. And so there are issues that come up, but self-awareness is empowerment. And so I am self-aware of why I was doing what I was doing. And because I'm self-aware of it, I faced my truth and I found my power. So now those situations don't have power over me. I have power over them.
Yes.
And so,
pass the plate. I said, pass the plate. Let the church say amen.
Yeah. So you say dying and being born again, you got to die to the old thoughts, ideas, and perceptions of who everybody else says you should be. And a part of being spiritually awakening for women is learning to feel again.
Yeah.
So many of us operate in just head knowledge, make it happen, and that intuitively we don't trust what we feel, and so we end up going in the same cycle over and over and over again. So a part of me coming to this place was me trusting what I feel, which is, the relationship between me and God. And so now I trust what I feel. I don't question it, because while that relationship that I was trying to establish with a dude or with a guy, I want him to, I need to trust you. Well, I need to trust myself.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to trust somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So all of the things that I projected and blamed other people for as it relates to relationship, they were reflecting back to me the dysfunctional relationship that I was in within myself. You talk about toxic relationship. I was in a toxic relationship for years. Mm-hmm. My weight reflected it. My countenance reflected it. But now, baby, my glow up is real. Because I ain't just talking it. I'm walking it. I'm just saying,
Walking like you talking. Walking like you talking. Yes. That's one of the things that we have in common too. Me and Crystal love trap music. So we got a couple of good songs that we bop to when we talk to each other. I swear all of my friends are amazing. All of my friends are super, super dope, doing a super amazing things. Crystal West, I'm telling you, I have been amazed by your work and how you have shown up and done some of the things, even some of the things that we've done together, getting these books out, doing your own soul work, helping so many women to find their voices, to live their best life, to stop some of these emotional algorithms that are stopping them from living their best life. So can you tell us one more time how people can get in touch with you so that they can work with you?
Absolutely. Crystal West, www.crystalwest.com is my website. Crystal West _ You can follow me here on Instagram, and I am Christ L on Facebook. And my branding manager, I'm sure, gonna wrap all that up so it'll be consistent across the board. But we're regrouping.
Yes.
So now,
yes.
But now that is what it is. My telephone number, if you want to reach me direct, is 501-313, and I'll put it in the chat. 3796.
Yes.
I would love to work with you. I would really love to work with you. It's my when I say my greatest pleasure to help people to identify those lies, to find the truth. It is such a rewarding work for me, and then to see generations blessed as a result of that one woman coming forth in her family to say, I'm not going to do what's been done. I'm going to go against the grain and do it unapologetically. It just takes one of us.
It just takes one. Well, thank you again for being with us tonight on the Planting Seeds web series with Darlaina Rose. We will be back here again tomorrow with another amazing woman who is also my friend. It's probably going to take me at least till episode 45 or 50 to get to the referral people, because everybody is my friend. Everybody is somebody who I've worked with who's doing amazing things. So we thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for watching Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Periscope, which is Twitter. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, Bridget, for being here. Yes, Bridget has not missed the episode since we started. Episode 10. So we will be here tomorrow for episode 11. I thank you guys so much. Thank you, Crystal. Everybody have a great night for the rest of tonight. So thank you so much. Bye for now. 10 days.